All right, today we're going to dig into a really cool new model for building careers and communities basically from the ground up. It's called Street Smart Ventures, and it's all about rewriting the rules on what entrepreneurship can be. So let's see exactly how they're pulling this off.
The whole idea behind this really kicks off with one simple but super powerful question. What if a job wasn't just about, getting a paycheck or adding another line to your resume? What if it was actually a way to find your purpose, your identity, and really figure out where you belong in your community?
So to really get why a model like this is so important right now, we've got to look at the world it's being born into. That old traditional ladder to success. You know the one. Go to school, get a good job, climb your way up. Well, for millions of people, that's just becoming a thing of the past.
And look at this number. It's pretty staggering. 39%. We're talking nearly 4 out of every 10 Americans are now designing their own way of making a living. This isn't some tiny little trend anymore. It's the new reality, especially for people who are stepping outside of that traditional 9-to-5 world.
And this huge shift is happening because you've got all these major trends hitting at the same time. You've got this boom in micro-businesses, a lot more skepticism about whether college is worth the money, and a real push for more human-centered ways to build up local economies. All of this is creating this massive opening for totally new ways of learning and earning.
Now, with all this change happening, you'd think there would be tons of support systems popping up, right? Well, that's actually where we find a really critical gap. The solutions that are out there, they just weren't built for this new world of work.
It's like you've got two different worlds. On one side, you have the big traditional providers. Think junior achievement. They've got the scale, they've got the structure, but man, they can be rigid and sometimes feel a little disconnected from the real-world hustle. Then, on the other side, you have these incredible grassroots players. They are so authentic, so connected to their communities, but they often don't have the infrastructure to grow their impact beyond just one neighborhood.
And this is exactly where Street Smart Ventures carves out its own unique space. See, SSV takes the best from both of those worlds. It's got the hands-on, real-world feel of the grassroots models, but it's built on a licensable, data-driven system that's made to scale. Plus, it fuses life design with entrepreneurship, which means it's preparing people not just to get a job, but to actually build a meaningful life and career.
So that brings us to the solution, the model that was designed from day one to fill that gap we were just talking about. This isn't just another program. Street Smart Ventures is really positioned as an engine for community transformation.
Honestly, if you remember one thing, let it be this. SSV is a bridge. It connects the structure and the ability to scale that you get from traditional systems with the authenticity and deep community trust that you only find in grassroots initiatives. And their mission statement makes this crystal clear. It's not about coming in and forcing some one-size-fits-all model on people. No, it's about partnering with communities to light that entrepreneurial spark, empower folks, and build the kind of connections that lead to real, lasting change.
So how do they actually make all that happen? Well, their logic is beautifully simple. It's an if-then statement, really. If they provide engaging programs and the right tools, then participants will discover their own unique way to contribute and find a real sense of belonging. And when individuals find that, the whole community starts to thrive. It's like a powerful domino effect.
Okay, so that's the big idea. Now let's get down to brass tacks and see how this vision actually turns into a practical business model that works for everyone, from community leaders all the way to aspiring founders.
First off, SSV runs on a hybrid revenue model. And this is so key, because it means they aren't just waiting around for the next grant. They're actually generating their own income from licensing their programs, from service contracts, and from community events. This mix creates a really sustainable engine for both financial growth and social impact.
So who exactly is this for? Well, let's meet Angela. Imagine she runs a youth center, and she is stretched totally thin. Her funders want to see entrepreneurship programs, but she has zero time or staff to build something new from scratch. For her, SSV is a perfect plug-and-play solution that delivers immediate value.
Or think about Marcus. He's managing a workforce board, and he's under a ton of pressure to find programs that get measurable results, especially for people that the traditional systems often miss. He needs innovation, for sure, but he also needs data to back it up. The dashboards and storytelling reports from SSV give him exactly what he needs.
And then, most importantly, let's look at Devante. He's 22 years old, he's full of creative ideas, but he's got no network, no funding, no real guidance. He needs more than just a weekend workshop. He needs a real shot.
SSV provides that mentorship, the tools, and the community to help him turn his hustle into a real business.
This quote just nails it, doesn't it? The goal isn't just teaching skills. It's about creating actual platforms where people can generate real income and, just as importantly, experience a deep personal transformation.
But where does it all go from here? Well, the vision is so much bigger than just a single program. The real goal is to become a platform for change across an entire community.
And they've got a super clear roadmap to get there. The plan over the next 2 years is to go from just a few pilot partners to actually certifying other organizations to run SSV ecosystems all on their own. That's how you expand the model's reach exponentially.
And the opportunities for growth are massive. We're talking about expanding across the country through licensing, integrating this model into systems like schools and housing authorities, and eventually certifying local hubs to build this decentralized, nationwide network of opportunity. Which really leaves us with one final powerful thought to chew on. The Street Smart Ventures model. It's not just about one organization's success. It's really a blueprint. And it asks a bigger question. What if every community, everywhere, had the tools to build its very own engine for opportunity, right from the inside out?